Yo guys, Matt from Episode Mining coming back at you with another YouTube mining video, long overdue. So I just kind of wanted to think, I was kind of trying to reframe my psychological position on mining and how it is. It's very easy to become negative and um, become a Debbie Downer basically with the current situation because literally nothing is essentially profitable right now. You could see basically by looking at pretty much anything in the what to mine, especially for 6600 XTs, which I have a lot on my farm right now of 6600s, which I've even called it a farm, basically my collection of GPUs. None of them are profitable, even with my off-peak hours. My off-peak rate of 6 cents per kilowatt hour, only making 1 cent per kilowatt hour. Everything else is either completely break even on that low rate, or we're essentially losing money at that point. We're losing at least a cent per GPU, or per GPU, yeah, it looks like, or for 8 GPUs. So if I were to mine Raven coin for 24 hours, which I can't because, well, on the weekends I can. My off peak is on the weekends and between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. If I were to mine, for example, Raven coin, I'd be losing 1 cent per day. If I mined like Ethereum Classic, which is completely ridiculous at this point, but 15 cents per day I'd be losing. If I put in a more realistic number, like, you know, the 12 cents per kilowatt hour, 10 cents per kilowatt hour, which is what I have now, we're pretty much losing on everything, multiple cents per day. And you kind of start wondering whether or not it's better to just go buy the coin, right? Because, I mean, if I were to mine Raven coin, I'm losing $1 a day per rig, right? And if I run all my rigs like that, which would be foolish, I'd be losing like $10 a day, losing $300 a month. And there's a lot you can do with $300 a month instead of lining the pockets of the electrical companies. So I started thinking, well, what's a better way of reframing it? Instead of looking for the most dollars, let's look at the most amount of coin we can get. And this made me feel a little better because what I was able to do is I was able to see that maybe a lot of other YouTubers are calling this spec mining, or speculative mining, but I think it's like maximizing your return. If you can get a gazillion like shit coins, for the lack of better terms, versus just maybe half of like a, you know, of an Ethereum Classic or something like that every like week, if that, maybe it's worth it in the long run to get a stack your bags full of crappy coins, which are crappy right now, which might not be crappy in the future. So I went to what to mine, and you can do this too, and go down here, and I'm going to enter basically my 6 cents, because I'm not running them during the day. I refuse to do that now because the electricity is too high. The only thing I'll actually run on 24 hours is the Jazz miners, because those are still profitable. So let's say, take a look here at, I'm going to sort by, not by profit anymore, okay? So we're going to sort by rewards. Okay, I think that's rewards 24 hours. Rewards 24 hours. And I've hit calculate on that. So if I put my 6600 XT rig in, I need to put the so 6 cents per kilowatt hour, sorry, hit calculate. And we're going by estimated rewards. We'll see that Meow Coin, you get the most number of rewards. So 1400 Meow Coin per day. If I divide that by 2, that's 700 Meow Coin per day. What is a Meow Coin even worth right now? Let's just take a look at that. Meow Coin, as of today, looks like it's worth 0.0008. So that's not even half of a cent, or a little more than that. It's a fraction of a cent, almost nothing. This is a relatively new coin. There's not a lot to say, but it started out at 0.001 and it went to 0.0008, so it lost 0.0002. Yeah, it went, which isn't much. So I mean, this is an interesting coin. I know the project is something about, like, you know, donating some of that to help animals, I guess, animal shelters, maybe cats or something. But I think it's a play on words for like Dogecoin, which is like dog coin, I guess, for Meow Coin, which is cat coin, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to see what I get. So if I just put, you know, literally these 6600 XTs, just one rig, for example, on Meow Coin for half the day during the week, and then on the weekends, I'd get a crap load of coins, like a lot of coins. So if this thing even goes up, like if this goes up to even a cent, I mean, you're like literally tripling, quadrupling your returns. And if you look at the actual dollar amount that you're making, we're losing. We're actually losing at this point, 4 cents. Um, but if I take a look at the amount of electricity this is kind of using, let's see, what is Meowcoin even using? Kapow. Okay, so that's like the same as what Ravencoin, right? Kapow, 888 watts. Yeah, maybe that's right. 880 watts. So if I just say, so say I go to this calculator here, 12 hours a day, 880, and I'm only going to do it at 0.06 off peak. So if I run this, yeah, okay, so this isn't that bad. 63 cents per day to run this. So what is that like per month? That's not much. That's like, so I mean, it's like put it this way. You guys ever buy scratch tickets and stuff? Like we're at this point now where we're like basically gambling to some extent. So you run this every day. So it's about $20 a month. I mean, you could very easily, like I buy those scratch tickets once in a while, or if you ever played Lotto 649, might as well just do that. And because I think you have a better, I think there's a better chance of this thing going up in value than like winning the lottery, 649 or Cash for Life scratch ticket. I buy those Cash for Life tickets often, not often, but like whenever I'm at the convenience store and I'm just thinking, hey, why not? I'll spend like the $5 on one of those Cash for Life cards when you can win like $1,000 per week. I never win. I have horrible luck when it comes to like gambling. So maybe it's a bad idea to do this, but I'm just trying to think in terms of like framing it. I mean, you don't have to mine Meowcoin. You can mine like Neoxa even, because it looks like Neoxa you'll get 465 per day, right? So if you do that for half a day, or if you do it for a full day, if you got a decent rate, you can get a few hundred coin per day. Of these coins, even this, I don't know what this Ether Gem is or Expanse, like these ones, you get quite a few coins per day, and that might be better. You might feel better. Like even each coin is worth like jack shit. Like you might feel better at the end of the day that hey man, I got 1,000 Meowcoin. I got 1,000 Meowcoin. You'll tell your friends, call your mom. Mom, guess what? I got 1,000 Meowcoin. I got 1,000. She'll be like, oh my god, you got 1,000. She'll be like, that's so good, honey. She doesn't know that a Meowcoin is worth like nothing really, 0.0008 cents. But hey, it feels better to mine 1,000 coins because there's a possibility of each coin going up in value a lot. I mean, if you think in terms of like the early days of Bitcoin, where people were mining a Bitcoin every few hours on just like an old ass computer, right, with a CPU or an old GPU, and now it's worth a bloody fortune. Maybe, just maybe, you could cash in big by meowing them. Cash in, maybe not meow, but later on. You won't cash in meow, but you can cash in on meow later. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna kind of leave it there. Change your perspective. Maybe throw a rig or two or a GPU, even one single GPU on one of these coins. Make a few hundred coins, even though the coins are worth nothing. Like it doesn't really matter. You'll feel better having a lot of them, even if they're not worth much, versus having one of a coin that's worth a lot but impossible to mine. I guess I'm trying to just shift perspective here. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to talk too much more about it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.